Let the proceedings begin. Would you welcome Buster Poindexter?
Yes, my friends. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Buster Mania in the Bay Area. Bill Graham is proud to present all the way from Bogalusa, Louisiana, the only child of Beauregard and Beulah Poindexter, America's foremost ethnomusicologist, and a personal friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Buster Poindexter!
But everybody on the road was a cannibal. Rawr. I should have gone to Spanish Town. Oh, I love they have their carnival. Usually turns into a bacchanal. Everybody just goes cannibal. Ay, 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 ay. Minga. Wow. Spanish Town, street out for F Street. And F Street's all a buzz. Cause F Street people's got to do it, do it, do it, do it. F Street is as F Street was. Everybody loves the bacchanal. Everybody gets so drunk. Everybody just goes cannibal. Ay, 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 ay. When I say screaming, I want everybody to holler screaming. And when I say bloody murder, I want everyone to use the Stanislavski method and pretend you're being murdered, preferably by a knife. And at the top of your lungs, holler, murder! So now we're screaming, bloody murder! Screaming, bloody murder! We're screaming, bloody murder! Screaming, bloody murder! I love that bit! Wow! To Spanish Town, yum yum. Who's that on the road to Spanish Town? Eat 'em up. Who's that on the road to Spanish Town? Let's cook 'em. Who's that on the road to Spanish Town? Come down here to party. contemplated photo, but everybody on the road was a cannibal. I came up all the way out here to the West Coast, and it was not for manifest destiny. It was because I bring such good tidings, such fantastic news to all you people. And I am so glad to be the harbinger of this joy. Tony, mix it. Hey, listen, sisters, you should wear a smile. Jump for joy just like a child, 'cause big fat mamas are back in style. Listen, brothers, hey, come on, turn that dial. Hear that crowd, they're going wild, 'cause big fat mamas are back in style. You need a big fat mama, and boys, you can't go wrong. Yes, a big fat mama to rule your home, sweet home. Well, listen, sisters, you got to keep that double chin, because the little fat mamas and the big fat mamas, they are back in style again. Yeah. We got Brian Coonan on the guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Don't need a waistline. Don't try to get streamlined. Keep that fat right where it's at, 'cause it's life. And that is that. You need a big fat mama. And boys, you can't go wrong. Yes, a big fat mama to rule your home, sweet home. Well, listen, sisters, you should wear a smile. Jump for joy just like a child, 'cause big fat mamas are back in style. I told you I had good news, didn't I? What I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got an old song for you now by Oscar Brown Jr., and we're featuring Mr. Hollywood, Paul Literal, on the trumpet. The other night, out along the Skid Row, beneath the liquor store sign, garish glow, there stood a fellow I used to know a long, long time ago. Well, he stood among all the lost and all the living dead, with all rumpled up clothes and a reeling head, reviewing the wasted life he'd led. And as I passed, he said, well, let me tell you a story. It's sad but true. Let me tell you a story. It just may remind you of you. Let me tell you a tale. Let me try to help you wake up and think. Somebody buy me a drink. years long ago, on such a happy day, with a fool who was loved, but he threw that love away. Who exchanged a good home for the flop house, for the barroom, for the clank. Somebody buy me a drink. You see me now that I have hit the skid. Who'd think I one time I had a fine wife and kid? I was that fool out after treasure and pleasure. Love was just a game. I'll play it with some other dame. Well, there's just one thing in this life I scarce say no. The only true treasure in life is love. Without love, just see how low you'll sink. Somebody buy me a drink. Any one of those keys will do. Charlie, Brian, let's do some of that high energy music that I seem to be so enamored of. in any clime, where people lie in rocking time and stay away both day and night till everybody's feeling good and right. Rosie, I wanna be smack dab in the middle, people, so I can rock and roll and satisfy my soul. 10 Cadillacs, a diamond mill, 10 suits of clothes to just to kill, a 10-room house, some barbecue, 50 chicks not over 22. Rosie, I wanna be smack dab in the middle, people, so I can rock and roll and satisfy my soul. This rockin' band, some chorus girls, a street that's paved with natural pearls, a wagon load of bombs and stars, open up the door to Fort Knox. Rosie, I wanna be smack dab in the middle, people, so I can rock and roll and satisfy my soul. I know. Bread and tons of meat, oodles of butter and something sweet, a gallon of coffee to wash it down, carbonated soda by the pound. Rosie, I wanna be smack dab in the middle, so I can rock and roll and satisfy my soul. Rosie, rock and roll and satisfy my soul. Oh, yes! Smack dab in the middle, so I can rock and roll and satisfy my soul. Oh, yes! Smack dab! God bless you. I had a hell of a day today. I'm making this major motion picture down in Hollywood. They get me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's murder. I flew up to San Francisco. I never saw this stage before till 5 minutes ago, but I'm getting used to it, and you were a delightful audience. God bless you. I just want to tell you something. I was reading about 2 weeks ago, every day in Daily Variety, Army Archers column. They're running these series of articles concerning Deborah Winger. Now, Deborah Winger, here's the gal who's got it all, right? She's got that great husband, Tim Hutton. What a guy. The Alan Alda of the punk set. She's got the new kid, Gorge Baby. She's got the house in Malibu, or Boo, as we call it in the biz. She's got that great German Shepherd that you all saw in Life magazine. She's got it all. Now, her dilemma is that she cannot decide what she wants to do for her next project. And this is what this series of articles concerns itself with. So she's going through script after script after script. Finally, she comes up with a script that shows that she's interested in. It's the Libby Holman story. Now, I'm thinking, Brill, what a great idea. For those of you who don't know who Libby Holman was, she was like the Janis Joplin of the 20s. Everybody loved this woman. She was the toast of Champagne Society. She sang songs like, I want a primitive man. I don't want a man who belongs to a club, but a man who has a club that belongs to him. Give me a primitive man. You can see why everybody loved her. So I thought, this is a brill, Deborah. And I love to love Deborah. The reason I got into movies in the first place is that I could, have a shot acting with her. Now, Libby Holman got married to this guy who fell madly in love with her. His name was Zachary Reynolds. He was the heir to the R.J. Reynolds tobacco fortune. They went on a honeymoon, and he mysteriously died on this honeymoon. She came back, she beat the rap. Something about a boating accident. What they were doing with guns on a boat, I don't know. And it seemed after this made her one very rich white blues singer. And after that, it seems that every man who ever got involved with her either dropped dead on the spot or soon after. And that goes for Monty, too. So I thought, wow, if I could get the shot of playing Zachary Reynolds, I would do it for scale. I don't care if they bump me off in the first reel. You know what I'm talking about? So last Friday, I pick up Marilyn Beck. And dig this. The Libby Holman story has been sold to Raquel Welch. She's going to make a made-for-TV movie about it. I was bummed. You can imagine my consternation. What? Mother Judson Speed, Myra Breckenridge. She has some good films, don't get me wrong, fellas. It is so hard to get good help these days. Have you seen Raquel Welch's new video? I mean, her poor daughter. Anyway, I thought tonight it would be very apropos to do an old Libby Holman chestnut. I want to dedicate this song to Deborah. She who has it all and hesitates is still lost.
A house in New Orleans, the coldly rising sun. It has been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She used to sew me new blue jeans. Yeah, my father was a gambling man down in to gambling. That's just this suitcase in a trunk. You're the only time he'd be satisfied was when he was on a drug. So mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in silly misery in a house for the rising sun.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, every time I do a number like that, I get so emotionally wrought. I feel like I'm on an emotional roller coaster ride. Bing-a-da, bang-a-da, bing-a-da, bang-a-da. As opposed to an emotional subway ride. No highs, no highs. Brian, when you take a solo like that, does it have a similar effect on you?
It's pretty emotional thing. Bingada bongada describes it.
Well, you know, use your own vernacular, man. Like, quote the Talmud if it turns you on.
I don't know, I kind of say it's a cathartic experience.
Cathartic. That's young. Gig young. You know, a lot of entertainers these days are sharing intimate personal details about their private lives with their audiences. I recently saw Rod McEwen do this to great effect. So I thought tonight I would share with you something that's been on my mind. It's very personal to me. So I don't want to get out of this room. But I've been having this fantasy lately, and it's been driving me nuts. And the fantasy is that I want to be the star of a major Broadway musical. Thank you, thanks. I'll support one of your endeavors someday, sure. So I figure the only way I'm gonna ever fulfill this fantasy is by going out every Thursday and picking up a copy of Backstage. That's our casting call rag in New York. And perusing those want ads. Going to a lot of auditions. Taking a lot of rejections. In the meantime, developing the good work habits. And eventually I'm gonna get a gig. So I go out a couple of weeks ago, I pick up a copy of Backstage and I'm perusing those want ads. Peruse. They had a lot of cute ads in there. They had one they needed extras for vampire lesbians of Sodom. I think I did that shtick in the 70s, and I'm looking for a challenge. So I keep perusing, peruse. Finally, I come across this cute little ad. It says, wanted, energetic performance for major Broadway musical. No experience necessary. I put a circle on it, I said, that's my baby. I'm going to this. You gotta start somewhere. I think I'll probably get rejected. But like I say, I'll be developing the good work habits. Now, the only problem with this audition was that it was to take place at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, the night before, I did 2 shows. Generally, some joint in New York. Generally, after the second show, me and the boys in the band, we like to go out for a couple of pops and whatever. I got home, it was 7:45. So I set the clock for 8:30. I don't need a lot of time to get ready. I live in the Midtown area there near the theaters. I live in a cute little neighborhood called Yuppie's Kitchen. So the alarm clock goes off. I pull my gun out from under my bed and I shoot it. I mean, what a man like me is doing with a gun is another story. It doesn't make any sense to me. I get up, I take a look in the mirror. Kind of like now. Not gorgeous. So I go into the kitchen, I whip myself up this humongous Bloody Mary with the raw egg, the whole shtick. I suck it down, toot sweet. I fill the sink with freezing water. I put about 6 trays of ice in there, and I soak my head for a good 10 minutes. I come up the air, I put a little dab of Preparation H under each eye. The old Detroit eye tuck, it works every time. Then I start working on my breath. I brush my teeth about 5 or 6 times. I goggle with the Listerine. I spray with the Binoc. I got the Visine for my eyes. You mix those 2 up, you're screwed. I comb my hair. I take a deep breath. I look in the mirror. I figure, go for it. You're up. You're probably gonna get rejected, but you're developing the good work habits. So I walk into the beautiful Vivian Beaumont Theater, 9 o'clock on the dot, professional. The casting director is sitting there on the stage and he says to me, aren't you Buster Poindexter? I'm a little embarrassed that he recognizes me in this condition, but I cop to it. I say, yeah. He says, you're just the kind of guy we're looking for. You got the part, co-star. I says, what? He says, you heard me, co-star. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I didn't know it was going to be this easy, I wouldn't have taken such good care of myself. So I says, okay, what are you talking about? You haven't heard me sing. You haven't seen me dance. You hardly know nothing about my lifestyle. He says, take it or leave it. You got the part, co-star. I'm interested. So I said to the guy, I said, okay, who would be directing this show? He says, Nichols. I says, Mike Nichols? He says, no, his name's Sid Nichols, but he's done a lot of summer stock and he's real altruistic. You're gonna love this guy. I'm still interested. I says, okay, who's choreographing this show? He says, Tharp. I says, who? He says, Tharp. I says, Twyla Tharp? He says, no, her name's Sheila Tharp. She's a flash dancer from Queens, but she's got the moves that are gonna rock and shock Broadway, trust me. Well, I'm still interested. No, the way I figure it is, you get in on the ground floor with some new and interesting people, you never know where it's gonna take you. So it says, okay, who's doing the score for this show? He says, Sondheim. I says, Stephen Sondheim? And he says, no, his name's Slapsy Maxie Sondheim, but he's been working on this score for 10 years. It is honed to the bone. It is gonna rock and shock Broadway. Trust me. Still interested. So I said to the guy, all right, you said co-star, didn't you? He says, correct. I said, well, who, pray tell, would my co-star be? He says, Goulet. I says, Robert Goulet? And he says, yeah.
What do they want from me? What?
Hit the road, Jack. I don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. I don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Oh woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman I've ever seen. I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Oh baby, don't you treat me this way. Cause I'll get back on my feet someday.
I don't care if you do, brothers. Understood, you ain't got no money. You're just no good.
Yes, if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Oh, baby,
Don't
please.
you come back no more.
You could not do
Don't
this
you
to
come
me.
back no more.
I'm Buster
Don't you
Poindexter.
come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. And won't you come back no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Miss Soozie Tyrell. I tell you, having a job like this with a big band, it don't pay much, but it's got its perks. laugh, I'll be a fool for you. Though other people stop and stare, I do my everything to keep you, girl. It breaks my heart when you're not there. I stage a ballet on a tabletop. Command performance, finger size. Though I ain't got no tune, my show flop. I'll find the music in your eyes. I'm a fool for you, baby. Oh, me, oh, my. I get crazy, I get crazy. Oh, me, oh, my. I'm a fool for you, baby. Just let your love light shine on me. We'll blow a genie from a cigarette. We'll take a magic carpet ride. We'll tell our smoky friend now don't forget, you must keep us side by side. Oh, me, oh, my, I'm a fool for you, baby. Oh, me, oh, my, I get crazy, I get crazy. Oh, me, oh, my, I'm a fool for you, baby. Just let your love light shine on me. Give it to me, honey. Oh, me, oh, my, I'm a fool for you, baby. Oh, me, oh, my, I get crazy, I get crazy, crazy. Oh, me, oh, my, I'm a fool for you, baby. Just let your love light shine on me.
Soozie, that dress is gorgeous. Where did you get that thing?
This thing,
Whew.
this little thing,
It brings out the sexual longings in me that I haven't had lately.
it doesn't bring back any memories. I found this dress in his closet.
I was saving it for the Smithsonian. What are you laughing at?
It's got a couple of gigs left in it.
You can be replaced by, what do they call those things? A sequencer, so just watch it.
What do they call those things?
Soozie has, such a drop-dead gorgeous song for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you like it as much as I do.
Something cool. I'd like to order something cool. It's so warm here in town, and the heat gets me down. Yes, I'd like something cool. It's nice to simply sit and rest a while. Now I know it's a shame I can't think of your name. I remember your smile. I don't ordinarily drink with strangers. I most usually drink alone. But you were so awfully nice to ask me, and I'm so terribly far from home. Like my dress, I must admit it's very old, but it's simple and neat. It's just right for the heat. Save my furs for the cold. A cigarette. Well, I don't smoke them as a rule, but I'll have one. It might be fun with something cool. I'll bet you couldn't imagine that I one time had a house with so many rooms I couldn't count them all. And I'll bet you couldn't imagine I have 15 different beaux who would beg and beg to take me to the bar. And I'll bet you couldn't picture me the time I went to Paris in the fall. Who would think the man I loved was quite so handsome, quite so tall? Well, it's true. It's just a memory I have. One I almost forgot, 'cause the weather's so hot and I'm feeling so bad about a date. Oh wait, I'm such a fool. He's just a guy who stopped to buy me something cool.
You know, this band is playing great tonight. They came up to me before the show and they were saying, "Oh, Bus, Bus." That's what they call me, Bus. They were saying, I'm pointing while Soozie calls me Pointy. But we'll not get into that. They were saying, "Oh, Bus, we want to play tonight in the worst way." And I thought that's what they were going to do, but they're playing great. Are we ready for Freddie? Freddie Scott! Where is the latest
still. Tell your friend this is the end. I will never forgive, desert you. You laugh. I can hear him laughing. You say I was born to hurt you. But I'm so sorry, baby. Sorry I blew. I'm lonely, baby. I'm lonely for you. I'm lonely for me, baby. I'm coming home. I'm lonely for me, baby. I'm coming home. I'm coming It's a long ride to Jacksonville, but I'm gonna make it, baby. You know I will. We'll be there. We'll be there when I walk off the train. Say you're gonna be there. You got to be there. I just got to see you again. I'm lonely, baby. I'm so lonely, baby. I'm lonely for you. Are you lonely for me, baby? I'm coming home. Are you lonely for me, baby? I'm coming home. Are you lonely for me, baby? Are you lonely for me, I'm lonely for you. Have you got any of those things that you shake for me? You fresh out? You don't have any? Who's in charge of those funny things? SIR. Well, they're fired. Well, let's rumba anyway. I can rumba without one of those things. Nah, you're playing, baby. You're much better at it than I am. Babaloo. I'm a good voice. Let's go. Ole, 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 ole. Mi
Foster, lovely Matrix of Honor. Oh, you guys have been just great, really great. Before we go, I'm just gonna tell you a quick little story. Now, this is a true story. This is not one of those Spalding Gray stories. But the way I used to make my living up until a couple of years ago is I would get 5 or 6 guys with guitars and bongo drums and stuff. And we would get in the back of a Dodge Ram van. And we would travel all over these great United States, opening up for heavy mental acts in hockey rinks. And what a clientele we used to get, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the most delightful kids you'd ever want to meet in your life. You know, these kids with the safety pins through their face and the eye out and the whole bit. Some of you probably know these kids. Some of you probably have these kids. We'd like to especially thank you. I remember, I think, I was out on one such sojourn for about 6 months. Every night, heavy mental. And I'll never forget, it was the middle of February, and I got back to New York. And I remember I had $14 left in my pocket and a bloody nose. And I went to my old apartment and I knocked on the door and this big palooka answered. And it seems like my girlfriend had sold the apartment and all its furnishings and run off with a photorealist. Now, I know I should have called. I should have written a letter or something, but you know, they keep you jumping out there. You got interviews every day, hit parade, wet cream, yeah, all that stuff. Forget about it. All that heavy mental business. So I'm standing out in the street, it's snowing, I'm freezing. I got $14 in my pocket, of course, that damn chronic bloody nose. But I got that fixed at Prettikins, I'll tell you about that later. So I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I checked into a joint called the Hotel Earl. Now, for those of you who don't know the Hotel Earl, it's one of our mid-priced distilleries in New York. Down in the Greenwich Village section of town. It's kind of like that hotel that's upstairs from Big Al's. I don't want to mention any names because we're on the radio here, you know. No, there's a lot of people listening in that hotel. Well, this is gonna make them feel really sentimental. I'll never forget, the first night, I'm lying there on that bed in that room. One of the windows is broken. They have a piece of cardboard stuck in there. It's freezing. I got all my clothes on. I'm lying on the bed. I got a bottle of cheap wine. There's all cracks on the ceiling, bare light bulb, and I'm watching the cockroach races. And like a schmuck, I'm taking bets with myself. So, David, which one you got? I don't know, Buster. You pick this one. Which is nice. It's nice when you're all alone to have somebody to talk to. But you invariably wind up drinking twice as much. So, Buster, have a little drink. Gladly. David, you have a drink. Nah, no thanks, I had enough. Have a drink. Okay, Buster, all right. So I was lying there on that bed that night and I'm thinking, which is always my downfall. And I came to what was probably the biggest decision I ever made in my life, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to kill myself. Yep, it's the ones you least suspect. It's the good time Charlies you gotta keep an eye on. So
So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna bump myself off. I figure for $14, I'm not gonna do it the way I'd always planned. So I'm looking for an alternative, preferably painless method. And all of a sudden the telephone rings. Now it's a long distance call from Ocho Rios, Jamaica in the West Indies. And who is it but my old pal, Ika Mouse, the reggae superstar. And I pick up the phone, he goes,
Hey, Poindexter, man. How's things in the apple and ting, man?
I say, Eek, are you paying for this call? Because I can hear you from Ocho Rios without the phone. Now, me and Ika Mouse, we're all pals. We're great. We've done a lot of tours together, especially in the South. We were Bafo in Biloxi. So I figure I'll tell Eek what I'm up to. He can explain to all my friends what happened. This way I don't have to go through all the rigmarole with everybody, because you know, I'm the kind of guy that'll try to talk out of it. Gotta remember we're on the radio here. So I say, okay, Eek, I'll tell you how things are in the Big Apple and Ting, man. I'm gonna bump myself off tonight, all right? You satisfied? He says,
Poindexter, man. Don't be a blood-clotted thing, man. You come down to Ocho Rios, you spend 3 days with my mother on Roots treatment, man. She'll send you back to New York, you feel like $1 million American at thing.
now I feel like 3 days I got from Mrs. Hilton. That's Ika Mouse's mother. You don't think it was baptized Ika Mouse, do you? Come on. This is the kind of woman, she puts on a humongous pot of curried goat on Sunday afternoon. You come in off the beach whenever you damn well feel like it and help yourself. It's very cash. I can live like that. So I says, Eek, here's the real deal, man. I'm gonna be on the first plane down to Ocho Rios in the morning. You pick me up 2 o'clock on the dot in the VIP lounge of the Ocho Rios airport. What, you been to that airport? Okay, it's a small but adequate VIP lounge. Ika Mouse says,
Soon come.
whatever that means. So the next morning, I get on that plane. I walk into the beautiful Ocho Rios Airport VIP lounge, 2 o'clock on the dot, professional. I walk in the joint, no Ika Mouse. So I figure, like, when in Rome, you know what I mean? So I figure, well, I'll have myself a little rum. It was gin. I'll never forget that taste. 2:30, no Ika Mouse. 3 o'clock, still no Ika Mouse. 3:30, no Ika Mouse. 3:35, no Ika Mouse. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, no Ika Mouse. But I'm starting to feel pretty good, you know what I mean? Like suicide is not number 1 on my agenda. I'm also starting to figure out what soon come means. I have what you call the glow. I have the glow. I don't have the glint yet, but I have the glow. I may get that glint tonight. There's nothing I like better or prefer more when I get that glow is to have a brilliant conversation with someone. One-sided, albeit, but a brilliant conversation. So I'm looking around the bar for a suitable for a conversationalist. And I see a guy at the bar who looks so familiar to me, it is driving me nuts. I can't remember where I saw this guy before. Is this somebody I saw on Playhouse 90? Was this that bum they used to use for an extra fourth for bridge at my mother's big game on Sunday afternoon? Is this Clarabelle without his makeup? All of a sudden it dawns on me. It's Noel Coward. I think I gotta rap to this guy. You can imagine the anecdotes about show that we could swap. So I pull myself together, you know, best I can. I gotta clean my nose up a little bit. Let me tell you a little bit about my ensemble. I'm wearing a nice Hawaiian shirt, it's beautiful. A nice kind of Willie Smith cutoffs checkerboard affair. Seemed I had forgotten my summer shoes and I was wearing a pair of motorcycle boots. I left hastily. So I go up to this man and I tap him on the shoulder and I say, "Sir Noel?" And he looks at me and he says, "Yes." And I says, "I love you. Love, love, love to love you, baby." And he said, "Rap, rap, 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 rap." I mean, you know, he used to hear this all the time. Now I think I gotta get into a rap with this guy. So I start telling him, "Listen, man, I've read all your books. I read your biography, your autobiography, I got your picture books. I love them. I love your records. I got all your records. That Live in Vegas is my favorite record. That song about the wild party. I just love it. I seen all your plays. I seen Private Lives with Lick and Diz 3 times. I seen Private Lives with Lick and Diz 3 times. You know, you could be replaced with a floppy disk. What are you reading? The Glow Girls, Glorious Ladies of Wrestling. The Worst of Glow, the Showgirls versus Hollywood and Vine. Very intellectually stimulating. The Soul Patrol, Hip Dictionary. All right, girls, use the following word in a sentence. Abby. Abby all over you like steak on cheese. This is what you read. It is so hard to get good help these days. Anyway, at this point in the game, Ika Mouse comes skanking into the bar as happy as the day he was born. And he says to me, "Hey, Poindexter, man, what you doing talking to the bald-headed thing?" I says, "Eek, will you chill with the Rastafarian rhetoric for about 5 minutes? This is no coward. He's humongous in England." Let me tell you a little bit about Ika Mouse. He's about 6'9" above sea level. And he wears some of the most outlandish costumes you've ever seen in your life. This particular day, I think he was trying to get at a matador motif. I'm not sure, but it looked good. And of course, I've already described my ensemble. So we're standing there next to each other. And Sir Noel's looking at us and he says, "I don't think I've ever seen a more interesting couple in my entire life." And this guy's been around the block 2 or 3 times. He knows what he's talking about. He says, "I would like very much for the 2 of you to come up to my villa in the hills of Ocho Rios where we shall drink some Pim's cups and sing the good songs, the old songs." I say, "Eek, get in the car, we're going." We get into this beautiful cream-colored Mercedes Benz. We start cruising through the hills of Ocho Rios. The bougainvilleas are in bloom. It is drop-dead gorgeous. Suicide is like the farthest thing from my mind. So we pull into Sir Noel's pad. Pad schmad. It was a manch. The maid comes running out with this tray full of humongous Pim's cups, and we're sucking them down, and we're smacking each other on the back. We're having a regular riot. Except for Ika Mouse. All evening, all he's been doing is drinking orange juice. And he's getting antsy. You gotta watch him when he gets like this. He's walking around touching things that don't concern him. Not that he's gonna take anything. But you know, we're in a strange man's house and he's picking up little objets d'art. So he's putting them back, of course. He goes over and he sits down by the piano, pulls up the stool. He opens up the piano. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out this humongous spliff. This thing looks like a Philadelphia cheesesteak in deli wrapper. And I go, all right, here we go. He puts the thing in his mouth. He lights it up and he starts honking on it. He's got this big cloud of smoke around his head. And he starts playing this little ditty. Ribbit.
Slang dynamic. Banging a banging out. Banging a banging gong. Banging a banging out. Banging a banging gong. All day, all night at the party. Everyone feels happy and arty. Everyone smoking Sentaminga. Banging a banging out. Here comes the dreadlocks mother. Smoke since 20 years already. A banging, gong. Bang a banging, gong. Here comes that Jamaica daughter. That girl talking your patois. The actress says a Sentaminga, sir. Stop the music. Stop the music! Stop!
This is ludicrous. A man in a tuxedo in San Francisco singing this music. It's nuts. But take it from me, Ika Mouse did a delightful job on this song. He really did. At this point, Sir Noel's got the window open. He's airing the place out. Ika Mouse goes over and lays down on the daybed and starts snoring. The maid comes out and grabs the ashtray. Now, where she went with that roach, I will never know. It was enough to keep a Vietnamese village high for a week. Now, me, I was dying. I was desperately trying to keep the vibe alive in that room. It was very important to me. So I go over and I sit down by the piano and I say, Sir Noel, I have also composed the song.
After working all day, I head to the bar. My friends are all there and oh how witty they are. We talk of the events of the day until we invariably say, how dare you treat us this way?
Look who's complaining. Look at those drums. He got those drums when Spooky Tooth broke up in a garage sale. Humble pie. Humble pie, same difference. So distracting. Why do you think I changed my name?
This is the worst beer that I've ever had. The worst beer that I've ever had. It's so abominably bad, it would turn a gay man sad. It's the worst beer that I've ever had. I've traveled all over the world. I've sipped a porter in every port of call. I've had Sapporo in Japan, that strange exotic land, served in a chilled bottle or a can. I've had Red Stripe in the Jamaican sun, served alone with a jug of white rum. I've had the Pilsner Ukrell, brewed in a communist hell. But this stuff's not fit for a bum. I've imbibed a Newcastle Brown. It's the only way to bear that old town. I've had Foster's down under, that would make an ammo chunder and tie his kangaroo down.
I'll tell you, this bestiality stick is dying in Frisco. A death, it's dying. Where am I? I know it goes over good at the 4-H club dances, but this is a sophisticated cosmopolitan city.
In Ireland, the Guinness is stout. They say it's the cure for the gout. Like a holy guy, are you congenitally mad? This is the worst beer that I've ever had. Oh, the worst beer that I've ever had. Let's see. It's so abominably bad, turn the game and sound. The worst beer that I've ever had. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to introduce you to a man now that has... Well, let's not get into that. Let's just say this. You've seen better, you've seen worse, but you will never see another Tony Machine. And I'm going to do a narrative for the kids at home. Now, for you kids at home, Tony's pulling like your basic David Van Teegum here, and he's playing on everything.
get out of here.
Don't mix, Tony, you're driving. Take your time, Tony. You kid boys and girls at home, he's out in the audience now. Right now, boys and girls, he's dancing with a beautiful woman in the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, for good sport, let's hear it.
Tango! Tango!
They're doing the dance of Argentina now, ladies and gentlemen. Now he is picking an assortment of beautiful, beautiful women. And where he's going with them, I don't know. to be taking all these women, blondes, redheads, brunettes, you name them, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got a guy as well. This guy doesn't fool around. He fools around. He's taking them backstage. Mein Gott im Himmel. He's taking about 8 broads and a cat backstage. Now the babes come out screaming, "Hey, was it hideous?" I got a load of that thing the other day. Ooh. I'll never room with him again. He only does that in San Francisco.
Ladies and gentlemen, was it nice?
That Tony gets all the luck. God bless America. I don't know how he does it. Tony, the audience and the radio listening world of the entire Bay Area wants to know, how the hell are you doing? It's so simple, nutrition. It's so important in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, you ain't seen nothing yet. Tony Machine is going to attempt a trick for us right now that hasn't been seen in a major market yet. We've only tried this out in tertiary markets. This is a trick that he perfected when he used to be the drummer with the Toby Tyler Circus. You remember before the tent collapsed and the Cub Scouts got killed. This is a hell of a trick. Can't see. Find your center, Tony. Carlos Castaneda, Tony. Ooh. Ooh. He's used to doing this trick in a tent. If someone could make an elephant noise, perhaps it would help. The 3 M's, Tony. Think of the 3 M's. Music. Money. And book. Never mind. Yay! Here comes an all broken sorts. You sit back, your power, your court. You got your Pilsner, your lager, your hearty old ale. By comparison, this stuff fails. In Milwaukee, I once took the tour. I fancied myself quite a connoisseur. Until the tour guide, he said, "I think you're ready for bed." I said, "Good man, I've only had 4
Look who's talking, Tony Mashinsky.
Buster.
And comes Spirit Tutuo.
Buster, 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 Buster. People out here get the Inquirer. They read all about you. Rumors are still running rife. Sure, you had 4 for your health, for your trick knee, for your birthday. 40, my friend. They're calling you the Spuds McKenzie of Cafe Society. Come clean. Tell the truth. In your heart, you know... Oh, my name is Buster Poindexter, and Tony Machine is my favorite drummer, and I'm gonna give him a big raise. Okay, no bits, no shtick, the truth, okay? From your heart, beside, look above. You know who's counting.
Ave Maria. In Texas, the Lone Star is cool. Them cowboys ain't nobody's fool. They get over their horse and drink with such force, they eventually fall off of their stool. This is the worst deal I've ever had. Let's see. It's so abominably bad. The return of game man's sad. It's the worst deal I've ever had. California is sunny and fine. California is sunny and fine.
That went over like a lead balloon.
But they're obsessed with domestic white wine. Their denizens, I fear, won't drink enough beer. But I really can't blame them this time. This is the worst deal that I've ever had. Let's see. By the holy God, are you congenitally mad? It's the worst beer that I've ever had. Sing hardy. Sing lustily. Has the Orwellian prophecy finally come to this? Have they actually got us drinking? Yes.
I don't do blue.
This is the worst. Unequivocally, irrevocably, indisputably the worst deal that I let's hear for my Banshees of Blue on the bongo drums. Fred Walcott on the big sky-high bass. Antoine Fitzcarter on the drums. Tony Felix Machine. The Uptown Horns, ladies and gentlemen, featuring Mr. Crispin Seal, Arnold Ben Hecht, Hollywood Paul Little, Bob Aloysius Funk, and the piano, Charlie Giordano. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, our musical director, Mr. Brian Coonan. God bless you, everybody. Thank you.
The magician of necessity, Mr. B. Buster. Boom, boom. Poindexter.
Good night, everybody!
we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to leave you with a message of great spiritual import.
An early Sunday morning, the church was crowded full. Old Elder Brown, he was raving, he was angry as a bull. His congregation sensed it, and he knew just what it meant. When he said, my text today is you sinners must repent. Who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well! Who threw the whiskey in the well? A Deacon Jones knelt down and prayed. All he said was, hey, hey, hey. Who threw the whiskey in the well? Everybody, come on, let's sing. Who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well, come on. Who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well. I'm feeling mighty fine, about as high as a Georgia pine. Who threw the whiskey in the well? That's what I like to know. Us out of that well, so we all wind up in. Who threw the whiskey in the well? Well, brothers and sisters, I gotta take my leave of thee. Yeah, I've been trying to show you the light, but you all don't outshine me. Kick for the Joes and the Bones, just an ass has all the cash. I get together, I think I wanna get stoned. Come on, chill against out the bone. Kick the water, Sister Soozie. Who threw the whiskey in the well? Who threw the whiskey in the well? I kick your livers out of that well, so we all wind up in. Who threw the whiskey? Who threw the whiskey? Who threw the whiskey in the well? On the second floor, I talked with a patient, room 234. I said, you don't look crazy, can't see why you're here. He sort of looked at me and smiled and whispered in my ear, I'm nuts about screwy music. I'm screwy about not a rhythm. I'm dippy over all dizzy harmony, crazy as a loon can be. I'm daffy about groupie tempo. I'm goofy over daffy changes. I'm dippy over all dizzy harmony, crazy as a loon can be. I love to hear sounds that are queer, I'm eccentric, they say. There's a boot in a flute or a mellow mooning cello. I'm nuts about screwy music. I'm screwy about not a rhythm. I'm dippy over all dizzy harmony, crazy as a loon can be. To hear sounds that are queer, I'm eccentric, they say. There's a boot in a flute or a mellow mooning cello. I'm nuts about screwy music. I'm screwy about nutty rhythm. I'm dippy over all dizzy harmony, crazy as a loon can be. We're going to bring a guy out now from the Bay Area, and him and his band, they always come to New York once or twice a year, and we all go down and see him at the Bottom Line, and we love these guys in New York. One of your people, the Dr. Kupka, Dr. Kupka, from the Tower of Power. Because I'm sloppy, I'm sentimental, I'm crazy tonight. I've been giving. I want to get something tonight. Cold. Well, I've been born, baby, I've been sold, and I need protection from the cold. You may think that my humanity has been the cause of all this insanity. This whole damn world's got so much uncertainty. I sure wish you'd see something in me. I got a heart to go. Cold. And I've been born
Soozie Tyrell. Salute. Brian Coon. Come on, Doc. Has been